All new at the top, the recent cold weather proving deadly for those crossing into the U.S. illegally.
Yeah, for the RGV sector of the Border Patrol, they report 9 deaths during the recent cold snap. Channel 5 Steven Sarabia spoke with a man who recently made the journey from Central America during the cold weather.
During the winter rescues, Border Patrol says they come across many people who are not prepared for the cold. Many wearing the same clothing they wore when they first left their country, where the conditions are much warmer. 15 days and over 1,500 miles. Jose Galdamez left Honduras to find a better life. The cold proving to be one of the biggest obstacles he faced. He says many in his group were like him, only wearing a few layers of clothing and no jackets. Border Patrol saying this is common among those they recently rescued.
These immigrants were very ill prepared to endure such a treacherous journey.
Robert Rodriguez, the supervisory Border Patrol agent for the RGV sector, says the cold can be just as deadly as the heat here in the valley.
They may not think ahead so much to say, you know what, I need to have a certain amount of clothing on in order to endure this journey.
These past couple days, the cold claimed the lives of 9 people who are just like Galdamez. In cases like these, Rodriguez says they are often abandoned by their smugglers before their deaths.
These smugglers just see them as a commodity. So as they're smuggling them, they don't tell them, hey, you need to get, additional clothing, you need to maybe get a jacket.
Galdamez, like many in his situation, says he left his home with only what he could carry, unprepared for the bitter journey. Rodriguez says they have agents who specialize in rescues in harsh conditions like the cold. They're called Border Patrol Search, Trauma, and Rescue. He says they are always on standby, especially during these cold months. In Weslaco, Steven Sarabia, Channel 5 News at 10.
Border Patrol says they believe the deaths were caused by hypothermia. One body was taken to the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. The others were taken to funeral homes to be identified.